Hello, hi fam. Welcome back to All Things Quintessential channel. Okay, so glad to be here. Trust you all are doing great. All right, thank you so much for your love, for your support, for liking, for commenting, for recommending this video, for sharing, and even for subscribing. Thank you so much. And today we're going to be talking about how to solve your problems. Yay! Okay, so problems, they are honestly part of life, and some of the problems we have, they are essential. Yeah, they are quite inevitable. As long as you're alive, it's like let's not say a battle this time, but problems are inevitable, and it depends on how you see it. What you call a problem might actually be a possibility or opportunity for another, right? So problem, they are sometimes essential. They helps us to think out of the box. You remember those days in school when we have mathematics to solve, like problems? Oh man, it gets you thinking. You really want to think out of the box. So that's what problems are basically. Okay, and I would also want us to start having a positive mindset towards these issues or problems or challenges, or however you see to view it. I always call it challenges because it challenges you to do more. Okay, it's like hurdles of life, and once you successfully jump over, once you successfully get it sorted out, there's this sense of fulfillment and joy and actualization. Okay, so today we're gonna be looking at steps. Hopefully they become helpful to you one way or another next time you're faced with a challenge or an issue, okay, or a problem, as you might want to call it. Okay, so the first one is identify it as one. Okay, if you identify a problem and see it as a problem, obviously you will want to get it sorted out. Okay, so first of all is identify it, face it. Okay, you don't go running away. If you run away from it, you would still come back to it. It will still be there staring at you in the face. So identify it, face it. Okay, now the next thing would be don't ignore it. Okay, don't ignore those challenges of life. Don't say, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I'll do it next time. Okay, yeah, I know. Oh, there's nothing I can do about it. It is what it is. No, don't settle for that. Okay, don't settle for that. Okay, don't ignore it. Don't ignore it. A problem you ignore today will still come back facing you, looking at you, in the face in future. So don't ignore it. Now the third step is don't live in denial. I used to do that. Yeah, true confession here. Yes, I used to do that. Sometimes you don't want to own it up. You don't want to see it as a challenge. You try to live as if it doesn't exist. You try to not sometimes you even try to fine-tune it, right? Don't live in denial. Okay, living in denial or living in oblivion doesn't mean that problem is not there, and it's not gonna ever go away unless you try to sort it out, know the root cause, try to see it sorted. If you don't do that, it will still be there, right? So these are all steps you could solve the problem or challenge or issue or whatever it is you're facing. Okay, say for example, you have an assignment to do, you have a deadline to get a proposal or a project, or I don't know, a seminar or whatever, and you don't see it as something you need to do. Okay, you ignore it. Okay, and you try to live in denial. That's not gonna solve the issue. The time for reckoning will always be there. Time will come when you'll be required to deliver on that say project or assignment, right? You can't tell them, oh no, I never know it existed. Oh no, I never even saw it as something I need to do. No, So you really, really, really need not to live in denial. Okay, face it. Denial, I keep saying, will not take it away. So the next thing is avoid justifying that issue. Okay, some of us, we have say some behaviors we've picked up, in the long run. Some we have something nasty we're battling with. We have habits that have accrued over time. We have a lot of things. Yeah. Okay, so if you don't declutter, for example, if you keep justifying it, if you keep saying, oh, that's the way that's the way my thought system works, that's the way I'm created, that's me, that's just me, there's nothing I can do about it. If you keep justifying it, obviously that's not going to take that issue away, that's not going to take that challenge away. Okay, so you need to take conscious steps. You need to take these conscious steps, identifying the problem, not ignoring the problem, don't live in denial, and then don't try to justify it. If you keep justifying it, that means you're not willing to change, you're not willing to get it sorted out. It will still be there. What you permit is definitely gonna be there, but if you see it as a challenge, something you need to declutter, something you need to solve, something you need to face, okay, those are the only way you can get that done. Okay, in total, face it. No one runs away from their issues, no one runs away from their challenges. That is life. As long as you are alive, breathing, it's already a battle. Life sometimes could be a battlefield. Okay, but what happens is how you see it. What's your perception towards this? Do you call it a possibility? Do you call it an opportunity? Do you see it as an issue that can be sorted? Do you just sit there doing nothing? Okay, in the Bible, where we read about the story of the man at the pool, he has been there for 38 years, I think. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. He has been there, and when he was asked, he justified himself. He said, yeah, I don't have anyone to take me in. I don't have anyone to do this for me. No one cared. No one lent a helping hand. I'm just gonna, let it be. Maybe that's how it's meant to be, But he was encouraged. He was told to, once the pool gets stirred up again, he should dive in. And when he took that leap of faith, when he dived in, that was actually when he got his breakthrough and healing. So you don't ignore it as if it doesn't exist, so you really, really need to face it. You don't run away from those challenges. And most importantly, the last but not the least, is pray about it. Okay, there are some certain issues that needs you to carve out time with God, to carve out time and make out time. You can even fast. It's also in the Bible. This kind goeth not but by prayer and fasting. Okay, there are some issues of life that requires you settling it with your maker, right? You're like, okay, God, let's see what's going on, what is happening. Okay, not the mistake of trying to go about recruiting people to join your pity parties, trying to get listening ears. Yeah, people can also give you listening ears, but sometimes that doesn't solve the issues. I'm not talking about the issues where you could actually get help. No, seek help. It goes a long way. By all means, do that. But there are still some issues that, no matter what you've done, you've spoken to people, you've even gone to therapy, for those that believe in that, you've done all whatnot, and it's still there, staring at you in the face, So take these conscious steps, okay? And by God's grace, I know that those things we call problems, they will definitely turn to testimonies, and they will turn to possibilities for us. Okay, thank you all so much for subscribing to All Things Quintessential channel. This is actually a platform where we try to we try as much as possible to get our mental status Get it right. There are lots of decadence out there. There are lots of doctrines, teachings. Sometimes, we see a lot of things. We're in the social media era, right? So this channel is all about positivity, trying to get you sane, get you a time away. I keep saying is a time away from the decadence out there. So do recommend, do subscribe, do share, okay? Especially to the young ones. All this, it could go a long way. Some people today, they don't really know, okay? And they hope and wished they knew, all right? So thank you so much for your support. Thank you, and do have a good day. Bye.